I guess we're...
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm getting ready for today's show.
Hey?
Well, you said we're doing a show about circles.
Not circles, circus.
Oh, there aren't any lions in it, are there?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, that's OK, because my Auntie Doris...
Doris?
Doris from the forest.
Oh, yeah.
She was once eaten by a lioness.
One of the once?
Yeah, they told us later she should never have been in a circus. She was a man-eater in the wild.
And Doris?
No, the lioness.
Oh.
I saw a man eating chicken once, though.
Man eating chicken?
Yeah, he was coming out of a chip shop.
Oh. Well, you'll be pleased to know that I've got rid of the performing fleas as well.
Why's that?
They didn't come up to scratch.
Oh.
ChuckleVision, ChuckleVision, ChuckleVision. ChuckleVision, ChuckleVision.
Hello, and welcome to yet another glittering edition of ChuckleVision. And in today's show, we're going to be taking a look at circus.
Not circles. Hey, Paul, I've got a message for you. The fire eater's gone down with heartburn and the fortune teller can't come either.
Why not?
Due to unforeseen circumstances. Oh. Hey, that's a nice jacket. It's a lovely fit.
Thank you very much.
Where's your horse?
How dare you? I'll have you know, this is the red tailcoat of a bona fide ringmaster.
Is it?
Yes.
Where did you get it?
Well, it's been in my family for years. I come from a long line of circus performers. Hey, I'll have you know that I've got sawdust running in my veins.
Hang on, I'll get the doctor.
No. It's just a figure of speech us circus performers use.
Hey, do you think I could have a jacket like that?
Oh, no. To wear a jacket like this, you've got to be a master of all the acts in the circus.
Can you do all that, then?
Of course I can.
Oh. Hey, Paul, will you teach me?
Oh, I don't know. What do you know about circus?
Well, my family had a big top.
Did they?
It was big and round, and they pressed it up and down, and it spun round and made a humming noise.
No, that's not a big top.
Well, it looked big to me. Perhaps
Yeah.
I was smaller then.
Look, take this away and read it.
What is it?
It's the lowdown on the high wire for later.
Great. Am I going to be an acrobat?
You're going to be in everything a bat.
Great.
Great news! Here on ChuckleVision, we're going to make a great circus performer out of Barry. What a job. Here, go and get changed for later.
OK, thanks, Paul.
But first of all, let's take a look at real circus performers in action. All the way from the Moscow State Circus, the Chuckovinskys! Bravo! Marvellous! Hey, Barry, did you see that?
Yeah, I don't want to do this.
Nonsense, of course you do.
Do I?
Yes.
Sorry.
Now, let's have a look at your costume.
Sure I don't look silly in this?
We'll come back to that one. Now, in order for Barry to become a circus performer, he must first learn the basic skills of acrobatics. For example, the cartwheel. Now, the McChuckle brothers will show us how to turn a perfect cartwheel. Yes, well, great performers like the McChuckles make things look very simple indeed.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Well, I was just going to explain that some of the things we're going to do today are going to be far too dangerous to try at home.
Oh.
Go get the thingy.
The thingy?
Yeah, the what's it?
Oh, the what's it?
Yes.
I'll go and get it.
Now, as I was saying, some things are very dangerous, so you mustn't try them at home. When we're going to show you something dangerous, you'll get a red warning triangle like this. Yes. Now, this means there is danger. Take it away.
Sorry.
While we prepare for the next stage of Barry's training, why not watch Armchair Theatre? Not now.
Charlie waited impatiently for the bus to take him home from school. At last, it came. It almost went straight past as the driver gaped at Charlie, who, as usual, was standing on his head. Charlie picked up his satchel and clambered aboard. He settled into his seat with a happy squirm. It was half-term, and if last year was anything to go by, he'd be going to the circus. But when he mentioned it to his mum, she wasn't so keen. I've got a lot of housework to do, Charlie, and you know your gran's coming to stay for a few days. Charlie wasn't quite sure what this had to do with him. Housework could be done any day, and he was quite sure his gran wouldn't mind going out.
But, Ma'am, I really do want to go to the circus. There'll be clowns, there's acrobats, there's even a live wire act.
That's enough, Charlie. Not another word from you. And do you mind standing the right way up when I'm talking to you? Mum hurried away. Charlie slowly unfolded himself and stood up. Would you believe it? No circus after all. His gran arrived earlier than expected, and she seemed very excited when Charlie told her about the circus. I've always liked circuses, ever since I was a little girl. I can't think why your mother won't let you go. So Gran agreed to take Charlie, as long as he ate all of his vegetables, even the Brussels sprouts. Charlie cleared his whole place. Just for his Gran and the circus. An hour or so later, Charlie and his Gran were waiting at the entrance, queuing for tickets. Nobody took any notice of Charlie. Everybody was too excited, even his Gran. He let go of his Gran's hand and edged away from the queue and slipped into the back unnoticed. There were the ponies with the plumes and the ribbons. There were the acrobats limbering up. And there was a tall lady with a sparkling cape who must have been the trapeze act. But best of all was the elephant. It touched Charlie's cheek with its trunk, and then its trunk wandered over Charlie's jacket and down into his pocket, emerging triumphantly with a bun. Charlie stood on his head with delight. Oi, come here, you. Charlie unfolded himself and ran towards the entrance, which suddenly seemed a long way away. He looked behind him. He was being chased by a giant of a man in a top hat. He must hide. The man was getting nearer. He saw a gap in the wall and jumped inside, straight into the circus ring. The crowd cheered. Here was another clown. Charlie was carried along on a great wave of excitement into the centre of the ring, where the clowns were tumbling and chasing. Charlie joined them and became one of them, tumbling, leaping and falling. A fanfare of trumpets sounded, and the elephants entered the ring. The clowns began to form a human pyramid, 4, 3, 2, and Charlie was seized aloft, 3 clowns high, to stand alone at the top. A drum roll sounded. Slowly, Charlie bent down and, placing his hands on the shoulders of the clown beneath him, stood on his head. Ta-da! The crowd cheered, and the man in the top hat waved his hands with excitement, and they were all upside down. Slowly, Charlie lowered himself down, down, down into the circus ring. Then, wonder of wonders, the elephant padded over, began searching his pockets for another bun, wound its trunk around his waist, and hoisted him onto his back. Charlie held on with his knees and, waving his hands, circled the ring with the clowns tumbling around them, and then went out to a huge round of applause. Leaving the ring, Charlie was approached by the man in the top hat.
Young man, I am the circus ringmaster here, and I've never seen anything like it. What on earth were you up to?
I wanted to see the circus. I want to be a clown when I grow up, and I thought that if I
see. Well, I think we can find you a ringside seat for the rest of the performance. You've earned it. But don't go doing that sort of thing again. You're one of the best clowns I've seen. Come back in a couple of years, and we'll have a job for you.
Charlie stood on his head again with excitement. Even his gran was so excited by his performance, she forgot to scold him for slipping away. When they both got home, they were still smiling. You look cheerful. What have you two been up to?
Oh, just clowning around.
and he put the ringmaster's card in his diary for safekeeping.
ChuckleVision, ChuckleVision, ChuckleVision.
Hey, Paul, now can you tell me why you've got me dressed like this?
Yeah, it's a human fly costume. Now buzz off. Did you get it? Buzz off.
Very
Fly.
good.
Here, and take this with you. It's all about flying. Have a quick read.
OK, I'll swat up on it.
Swat up on it. Ah, you're a good one as well. That's swat up. Oh, hello. Now, circus is all about speciality acts. And now we have one of the greatest acts of all, our human fly. Our human fly.
Hey, Paul, are you sure I'm ready for this?
Of course you are, I've no fears at all.
Oh.
Hey, what have you got in the bag?
Just a few odds and ends.
Like what?
Human fly spray and human fly paper.
Very good. But you won't be needing them where you're going.
Where's that?
Up there.
Up there?
Yeah, you're going to walk across the ceiling.
What happens if I fall?
Oh, don't worry. I've got this net to catch you in.
Do you want to know where flies go in the winter? Give us a ring later in the year, I'll tell you where I've been.
I'll tell you. Harry! 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 What are you doing?
You looking for these?
What are you doing in there?
I'm hibernating.
Well, get out. Do you know, I never thought I'd ever see the day when a human fly would be a chicken.
Oh.
Now, go on, get in there.
Hi.
Now, ChuckleVision are proud to present our very own human fly. First, without the aid of any camera tricks, our human fly will walk up the walls. Very good. And now, for the most difficult part of this manoeuvre, our human fly will walk across the ceiling. And I must emphasise, this is all without camera tricks.
Hey, you're right, Paul. It is easy.
There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Another triumph for ChuckleVision. And most of all, me. I told you so, didn't I?
Yeah, you had me worried for a minute there.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present the culmination of all my training, the ChuckleVision Circus, featuring the Berry.
Hey! 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 Hey!
The jump.
The jump! Hey!
One.
One! Oh! Hey! Handa! Hey! Oh!
Two.
Two! Hey! Hoppa! Hey!
Hey. Three.
Hey! Three!
Three.
Yeah! Hey! Whoa! No! Hey! Hey!
Take it up.
Top diamond to space! Hey!
One. Two. Three. That's too quick. You've got to be slower than that.
Oh, slower, right. Well, hey! 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 Hey!
Hey, 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 hey.
Hoppa! Ho! Hey!
Hey. No, quicker than that.
Hey!
Hey,
Hey!
the ring.
The ring! Hey! Hey! Hop!
Hey,
Hey.
number one.
Right!
Hoppa, hey. And number two.
Hoppa!
Hoppa, yes. Number three.
Hey!
Hoppa.
Hoppa!
Hey, yes. And four.
Hey.
Whoa,
Hey.
four. Yes.
Hoppa.
And five.
Hoppa!
Hoppa, yes. Six.
Hoppa!
Oh, right. And six.
Hey!
Hey.
Ho! Ho!
Hey,
Ho!
now. Hey, hoppa. Seven. That's the hop.
Hoppa!
What are you doing? You're supposed to be behind me.
Oh, what can I do?
You better back up.
I can't back up.
Well, I can't back up.
What are we going to do then?
You better bend down and I'll climb over the top of you.
Hey,
It's the only way.
I'll have a go.
Go on.
Oh, steady, steady.
Oh, oh, oh. Right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Right. Oh, steady.
Oh,
steady.
oh, hey. Oh, oh. Steady. On three. 1, 2, 3. Oh, oh. That's it. We jump.
Steady, steady,
Oh,
steady.
steady what you're doing. Careful.
Hey, thank you. Hey, Paul,
Hey?
have you seen me, Paul?
No.
There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cannon.
The cannon?
The cannon.
The cannon.
The Lord, ladies and gentlemen, the human cannonball.
Cannon.
Right. Hey, wonderful. Great. Hey, come here. In the cannon.
The cannon?
Yeah, you're the human cannonball. In the cannon.
I'm not sure about this.
Oh, I'm sure you're all right. Go on.
Hey.
Right down.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go on, right down. That's it, that's lovely. Ah. The human cannonball.
Are you going to light it now?
I'm going to light it now. All right. What are you doing? You're supposed to be in there. Get in there. Ready? Oh, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Nothing to worry about.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not scared. Go on. Go on. That's it. The human cannonball. Well, Barry, you've done very well indeed. So well, in fact, that you've earned the red tailcoat of the circus ringmaster.
Have I?
Yep. Here it is. Let's put it on.
Yeah, great.
There you go.
Thanks.
Great. That's superb.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I told you, that's been in my family for generations.
Oh,
It's full of moth holes and I need a new one anyway.